Welcome to lesson 34 of course 2. In this lesson we're going to talk about decimal numbers on the number line. We're going to find length of a segment using a centimeter ruler. We're going to locate decimal numbers on a number line, and then we're also going to convert from one unit of length to another using the metric system. We have no new vocabulary for this lesson, so let's get started. First thing we want to do is find the length of this segment, meaning the big black line here along the top. How much of that, using the ruler to measure it, how long is it in centimeters and how long is it in millimeters? First of all, you need to know that right here is the centimeters, and these little tick marks are millimeters. So as we look along our ruler, each one of these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's 1 centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's 2. So these are millimeters, and these bigger ones are our centimeters. So knowing that, let's go ahead and find the length in centimeters. Well, we can see that we have 2 right there, and then we have 3 tick marks. So 2.3 centimeters is our answer to A, because we have 2 centimeters and 3 millimeters. So 2.3 centimeters is how we say that. To calculate in millimeters, we would just count the tick marks going along the top here, and we know that there's 10 in between each one. There's 10 milliliters in each centimeter. So we know that we just take this 2.3 and change that to 23 milliliters. Here it asks us to calculate the perimeter of this rectangle in meters. All right, let's see if you can do that before I do it here in the video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this, and I know that it's perimeter, so I've got 2 sides missing. I know I've got a 12 over here. I know I've got a 7 over here. Now I just add my sides up together, and I get 38 centimeters. Well, from our prior lesson, I know that on our ladder, that centimeters and then decimeters, and then we have our meters. So I know that I'm 2 steps away from meters. So I got to convert my 38 centimeters into meters. In order to do that, I'm going to take right here my decimal point, and I'm going to move it over 2. So my answer is going to be 0.38 meters. And that's the conversion from centimeters to meters. And there we go. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 38 centimeters. Each centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. So 38 centimeters is 38 hundredths of a meter, which we write as 0.38 meters. Find the number on the number line indicated by each of these arrows. So this is taking, and it's breaking it down to even smaller increments. So if you think about that ruler we're just looking at, and you had 10 between it, here's the 10 now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we've broken each one of those 10 down into another 10. So if we look at this very first A here, it falls between 4 and 1. So we know it's going to start with a 4, point something before 1. Well, it's got to be a 0, and then I count my tick marks. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tick marks. So I'm at 4.05. And doesn't that make sense if right here it's 4.1, that it would be smaller, because this is going to go 4.06, 4.07, 4.08, 4.09, 4.1. So we know that right there, that is 4.05. See if you can figure this in here out. It's going to be 4.3 something, right? So 4.3, and then we count our tick marks. Starting at the 4.3, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4.38, which is a little bit less than 4.4. For C, we're going to start with our 4.7. We know we have that. Add our tick marks of 3, and we're done. 4.73 is our answer for C. So knowing what you know now, arrange these decimals in order from the smallest to the largest, or least to greatest. See if you can do it faster than I can. I know I've got to start with the smallest one. Well, I know that my smallest is the 4.25. That's pretty easy. I can see that immediately. And now, is 4.5 smaller or larger than 4.8? It's smaller. So I'm going to go 4.5, and then I'm going to put in my 4.81. And that's the order. That was pretty easy. Wish they were all that easy. All right, that's it. That's all you got to know. Here's your tickets in the door. Problems 1, 7, and 12A and B. If you have any questions, be sure and grab me tomorrow in class. We'll go over this in detail. Thank you for watching the video.